Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour on ESPN is brought to you by Etonic, the official footwear of the PBA. By Denny's, where America's favorite breakfast is now available to go. Real breakfast 24/7. By Geico. 15 minutes could save 15% on your car insurance. Visit geico.com. And by Lumber Liquidators. Hardwood flooring for less.
Absolutely gorgeous day in Omaha as we take a live look at Bill Straub, head coach at the University of Nebraska. He's got a couple of PBA titles on his resume, sitting next to Tom Clark, the VP and COO of PBA, and Bill Straub with an intense interest in this game as he watches Chris Loschetter, who bowled for 2 seasons at the University of Nebraska. Lochetter's had a long time to sit and think about that open frame in the 4th as we go to Angelo, looking for 3 strikes in a row as he steps up for his effort in the 4th. Wobbling,
but it won't go down. Well, that was one that Brad really wanted too. Again, talking about taking advantage of openings given to you by your opponent. Right here was another quality shot. The 10-pin gets nudged and doesn't go. And with a spare, Brad Angelo will lead this match by 2.
Spare. Asked him what this potential first title, how he would react, and said, I'm kind of an emotional guy, Rob. Not really sure how I'm going to react. It could be screaming, could be crying, could be jumping, could be deer in headlights. No idea, but we're still a ways away from that point. We begin the 5th.
Remember, neither one of these players has ever won a title. This shot here, Brad Angelo gets away with. Goes right through the heart, only leaving the 610. So another good break to go with the bad one that he got when he left the ringing 10 on a double in the 4th. I think the key shot for Chris Loschetter is the one coming up to see how he rebounds from missing a single pin spare on national television.
It's been a long time to sit and mull that one over. Commercial break and then Angelo tossing. So here is Loschetter. Opened up with 3 straight strikes and then followed it with an open frame in the 4th.
You hear a lot of talk about the physical game and bowling balls that players are using, and this guy's got a great physical game, and boy, he can really hook it, and this guy can go straight. I think the one thing that's overlooked is the most important, and that's the mental part of this game, because the mind is what controls the body and allows it to perform under pressure. And trust me when I tell you that, he's excited about making a single pin spare. But these guys are under a lot of pressure. The players bowl under an extreme amount of pressure. To get your body to respond in the right way is vital to your success out here.
That was an angry celebration, mocking. It'll be interesting to see what his mental makeup is right now.
Got a tie ball game.
We begin the 6th. Walked away from that one with a lot of confidence.
Throw the ball, man. Throw it.
Bright future for Chris Loschetter. He's a great player, and both of these guys are going for the same thing today, and that's their first ever career title.
There's 38-year-old Brad Angelo. Finds the pocket. Drop and give me 10.
And Rob, Brad told us last night his first ever show he made on the PBA Tour was in Council Bluffs 5 years ago, just right down the road.
Something to be said about this area for Angelo.
Finished 14th last week, said he did not practice a whole lot coming into the season.
They say he took about 60 days of vacation inside his house, a staycation. Picnics in the backyard, going to the zoo, visiting Niagara Falls.
That sounds like house arrest.
Another strike. What about house arrest? I love the term staycation, though. Welcome to our economy.
Great shot. Another one of many that he's thrown today.
So these two entered the sixth tied, and so far they've been masking each other's shots. They will remain tied if Loschetter can get a strike here in the seventh. Heavy.
A little trapped. Yeah.
Well, you heard him say he's trapped, so now the move is right of where he is or left of where he is. You can't keep staying in the same spot and trying to force that ball into the pocket. Remember, the shot before this one on that right lane went light. This one goes high.
Advantage Angelo.
The good news for Loschetter is that he's going to finish the match on the left lane, and he appears to have found a home on that left lane. Or at least looks like he's more comfortable. Big shot here, 8th frame, trailing by 10.
In leaves the single pin 10, and remember, he missed this conversion earlier in the match in the 4th frame.
And he really wanted that shot there to set up his 9th and 10th, and he knows just how big that shot was, but you're right. He missed the same single pin spare back in the 4th. Not this time. You know, it's just a lapse of concentration. He throw a bad shot, leave a 10 pin, and he gets up and just whiffs it. And that's all it is concentration. These players can make single pin spares and 10 pins with their eyes closed.
Next week, we're just outside of Chicago at the Lake County, Indiana Golden Anniversary Championship. Senior Tour will be on display that Sunday as well. Live coverage of the PBA Tour on ESPN 1 week from today at 1 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Brad Angelo in the 8th and in the driver's seat, seeking his first ever PBA Tour title. Business is looking good for Brad.
You know, we talk about versatility on a weekly basis out here. Brad Angelo is showing you his. Being able to play multiple angles out here on the PBA Tour is a must. Brad Angelo playing out on the right lane, in on the left lane, and right now is on the verge of capturing his very first title.
Long pause here as his ball is lollygagging its way to the ball return, and there it is. Times like this, the less time you're allowed to think, the better.
Oh, this is no time to be thinking. This is where you put it on autopilot. You get up, look at your spot where you're putting your feet, look at your target, and go.
We begin the 9th. Saw something, and another bug, I believe, on the lane.